All right. What's up, you guys? Hey, this is Jason. This is SIC-MADE Airbrushing coming at you guys. Hey, what's happening, you guys? Hey, man, so I'm just wanted to put this out there real quick, man. The last couple of videos I've done have just been drills, man. Just a warm-up drills that I've been working on to do script lettering and hopping the thick to thin style with your line control, man. So I got some good feedback on those videos, man, and I'm really happy that it's helping you guys out. That's what it's all about, man. It's just getting better, progressing, and getting better, okay? So I'm really happy that that's really helping you guys out, man. So good feedback on that, man. So we're just going to continue this groove with script lettering, and we're going to get more into capitalized letters, and we're going to start out simple. And I'm not, like I said before, man, if you're new to my videos, guys, I'm not trying to teach you guys how to do cursive. I'm just trying to teach you guys to have better control, have better line control, have a better understanding of cursive, and you're just going to get better. And this is just a warm-up. All I do these drills I'm teaching you guys, man, I do this on a daily basis. And it's just stepping up my game, you know, constantly. It just keeps going and going, right? So there's just never ending, man. You know what I mean? So, and it's addicting. It's addicting because when you start seeing yourself progressing and getting better, you know, I don't know, it's nice. It's just nice, man. It's nice. So I like it. So we're just going to continue that. But, yeah, if you're new to my videos, guys, I do teach on freehand. I try to motivate you guys to do freehand drawing. This is the same thing when you're doing letters, man. Bubble letter, it doesn't matter what type of style it is, right? Whatever you can see, I know you could draw. So it's the same thing when it goes to cursive, script, calligraphy, whatever it is, man. You know, just look at something and try to imitate it on paper. Okay, just try to do it with your airbrush. All right, so same thing, same concept, but right now we're just going to get into some capital letters because one capital letter sets the whole, and we're just going by names now, right? We're just going to be dropping names and stuff. So like the first letter, you know, that first letter of the name, man, it just sets the whole name off. All right, so we're going to keep it simple first, and then later on in the video, I'll show you some tips of maybe you might be able to do and where you're going to find your style, or you're going to find your style at, and start pinpointing where you need to put your capital letters at and stuff like that, okay? And then, yeah, we'll just go from there, guys. So just throw some basic, and I want to show you guys also too, man, I'm all over the place, but I'm trying to give you guys something where you could go off of, okay? So there's different types of styles of letters you could do, man. If you're keeping things simple, man, let's just start with the letter A, okay? If you're keeping stuff simple, what's a capital A in cursive? It's like a small a, right? It's just like a small a, right? That's keeping it simple. Let's keep it simple. It's legible. But there's other styles, and we can go down the wire or down the line of the different letter styles that you could do other than cursive style, right? This is just keeping it real basic, but when you start getting into a different style of an A, if I came down here and put a little more flourishes on it, that's another style, right, that I do. I do both of these styles. It just depends how I'm feeling or what I'm thinking of, right? Or how the name flows. There's all kinds of different scenarios that are involved in that. Excuse me. So like you got your A, you couldn't do a small a, obviously, like this, but I'm just showing you the differences are what's in cursive, right? So let's do another letter that's similar, but it's a letter, but you could do it in two different styles, right? I always think of an S because the S is just out there, right? So a cursive or like a print S cursive style that's legible with a little bit of flourish on it. You don't even got to throw that loop. That's just embellishing your letters, right? You don't have to throw that loop. I just do that to make it in that cursive realm. In that cursive realm. But what's a cursive S, though? You know? That's a cursive S. All right, so those are the two different styles. This is something that you guys are going to have to find out what you're more comfortable with and what's more, what's more legible to you, because a lot of people don't know this style. They don't know. Excuse me, guys. But you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to show you the differences, because sometimes these letters, it doesn't look good with the name, or it's just too much, or it's just, you know, keeping it simple is probably the best way to go, but you don't want to stop at simple. You always want to progress into something a little more heavier, right? So another letter that pops in my head is, and you'll see these letters done even in a cursive name. All right, I'll get into that in a little later. All right, so like a Z pops in my head. All right, so if I did a cursive Z or a print style cursive, Z would be something like that. Just something similar. You could throw a little flourish in there, whatever. Okay, so that's my style of a plain letter Z with a little bit of flourish in it to make it look cursive, right? But your cursive Z is what? You know what I mean? It's that's your cursive Z. So you see what I'm saying? So like this right here, a lot of people don't know this, or it doesn't look as good as a Z like this would with a name, right? So if I did, I don't know, Zane, right? Zane, it's more legible, right? If I did it, it's legible this way, but like I said, it's just people don't see it the way we see it. I don't know where I'm getting at with that, man. I'm just trying to show you guys the differences of letters. So just keep in mind that there's different style lettering. Oh, I got some customers. Oh, okay. So let's just continue with it. So anyways, yeah. So those are the three letters, and there's a bunch of other letters. I'm trying to think of another one that's we do in print style, like print style, just to make it legible, and then there's also your cursive. So here at, you know, where I'm at in this shop, it's keep it simple. It's just real keep it simple. This is how they do things here, but I'm not going to keep it simple for myself. I'm always going to try to embellish my stuff and make it better, make it stronger, and get my way about going about letters, right? So and this helps me out overall. All right, but here we just keep things simple, man. You know what I mean? So like, I'm trying to think of another letter for you guys, but this just gives you an example of what I want to do: a capital A like this, a capital A like this, an S like that, just to make it more legible. Let's do the S again, just so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So if I did Sammy, and this is a good name too because I did it with an E. It's got two M's in it. Come on, guys. You know what I mean? Practice your M's. It's going to make you a whole lot better. All right. So then, you know, do Sammy, do that like that. Right? It's all in one strip, right? And then do your capital S in cursive. That's kind of ugly, but you guys see what I'm talking about. All right. I don't know. It's just something that you're going to have to figure out, guys. It's something you're going to have to figure out. There's a time and place for this. There's a time and place for that. You know what I mean? Here at this shop in the summertime, there's a time and place for this because it's simple, it's quick, boom. We're just trying to get the names in, get the design out, and get it out. So that's, you know, that's just keeping it simple. All right. So that's that right there, guys. I just kind of just want to throw that out there, you know, the different styles, and that's something that you're going to have to choose. I'm trying to think of another letter here. I know there's some other letters in here that are pain in the butt. But are you just going to have to figure out which one you want to use, right? Okay, so, and again, I'm just here on some paper towels, guys, okay? The last video I did was on paneling boards. Those paneling boards are 75 cents a piece. This is the easy way out. I got some comments on that about what am I using. All right, so it's just paper towels, man. This is the way to go. paper towels. I usually use Bounce. This is just what we have here in Walmart. But I like to use Bounce, the more thick stuff. And I'm also, I have to tone down my volume just so I don't rip the paper up. So I got it real low. This is high. I'll rip this sucker up. So I kind of half tone it, 50%, just to do these letters on this paper towels, but full blown when I'm going on t-shirts. So that gives you a better example of what I'm talking about as for what on the letter styles. Okay, that's just something you're gonna have to come up with. Your letter A, your cursive is gonna have to just come up yourself. You're gonna have to learn that yourself, guys. Watch a lot of calligraphy, watch a lot of script. People who actually handwrite, like people who do calligraphy and stuff, you're gonna learn these flourishes like this, and this is what we call them. That's what calligraphy calls them. You're gonna learn more flourishes, and I'll get more into that later in the video, because you got to be real careful with when you're using flourishes, okay, or embellishing your letters is basically what that means, right? Okay, so let's just do some more names. So keeping it simple, also, guys, is just, do I want to, is placement wise. Okay, let's get into placement now. Okay, so like these letters here, you see they're right on a line, right? It's right on a line. Okay, so that's something you're gonna have to figure out too. Okay, so like, let's just go with my letter K. Okay, on a name. Okay, let's just do, I'm gonna do just a regular line, regular sequence. Okay, all in one flow. All right. Chris was always popping in my head. Okay, so I kept it all on one line, right? So this is something that you're going to have to figure out, because the letter K, I mean, not the letter K, but the first letter of the name is what makes it pop out, okay? So, I have a customer. How you folks doing? You guys got any questions? Just let me know. Sure. These are all our kids' designs. If you want something off the wall, like, well, see, those are, yeah, those onesies is kind of, because all these designs that we have on the for the kids' wise is, we have smaller stencils that we use, or something like that.
And how long does it take?
It don't want to take long. You could order it now and walk around and come back.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
Yeah, it don't take that long. But the apparel is separate, is separate from the design money. So you see the price of the design, and then it's all separate, okay? Yeah. Yeah, you guys just visiting or what? Oh, right on. Oh, good deal, good deal. Yeah, I just moved out here from Georgia, man. Yeah.
We just got 9 inches. Like, I would rather be here.
Yeah. Someone just rode through from Ohio, and they said, man, I'm glad I left, because it's like piled over there. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but it don't take no time at all. Like if you wanted to place an order, you can also pick up another day too. So it's not, you don't gotta like get it today or whatever. We're open 7 days a week from 10 to 6. All right. Get my air. Ooh. Okay, you guys, sorry about that. Had to deal with a customer, and then some more customers rode through, and then more customers rode through. All right, so I'm just gonna get back into it, man. So yeah, before I getting back into this, man, guys, I just wanted to let you guys know that the reasons why this is something that's so important to me. Well, before I start airbrushing or getting started or just working on lettering, period, what this gives you right here, what it gives me, and I'm just, just spitting out there, but what's going to help you out with this in your airbrushing is control, line control. You know, you're gonna get better line control. You know, you're gonna start understanding the tightness of your lettering is gonna get better and better and better. Okay, so you know, and this learning strokes, learning flourishes. You know, overall you're gonna develop your own style. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole purpose of this. I should have said this in the beginning, but I'm telling you now. All right, but that's just basically how I go about this, man, and why I could do this all day long, and I have. The other day, I think I filled up my trash can just from papers, just throwing out stuff, just working on my lettering. I'll do it for 15, 20 minutes, chill, come back 15, 20 minutes, or I'll just be on here for an hour. But it is addicting because I'm learning the control of it, man. That's the whole important thing. That's why the M is my nemesis. It was my nemesis, right? That's why I did that, man, because I hated the letter M, but now it's my favorite letter. It's my favorite freaking letter, man, because I could finally do it in one stroke. And I don't know, it overall it just helped me out with every single letter out there and doing cursive. But anyways, that's just, I'm just trying to just throw that out there to you guys, man. There's so much, and what all that I just said, man, you know, that they all have things in common, man. You know, it just, you build confidence, man. You know, confidence is key. You know, people start recognizing your stuff. They start complimenting you. You know what I'm saying? So all that stuff right there builds confidence. So I feel it. You know, people see it, you know, and give me compliments on my lettering, man. And that's something to be proud of, man, because you work so hard to get there to that point. You know, a lot of people are just natural at doing this, man. But a lot of people don't know how to do cursive, don't know how to draw really good. And they just got to work at it, right? You could do this. I'm not saying no one can't do it. Everyone could do this. You just got to practice. All right. Enough of that. Okay. Sorry about that, man. So I had to throw that out there, guys, you know, just to let you guys know, okay? But anyways, man, you know, like I was saying earlier, you know, that first letter is going to be key to all your names, right? It's gonna set your whole thing up. So this is just basic right here. What I did crystal here, it's just basic, right? But if you got to start, when you guys start painting, are you gonna do it in, like, let's just say I'm gonna do this mommy, right? Okay, so that's straight. My M is letting me know it's a capital, but then what I'm trying to get at, guys, is placement, right? Because there's a lot of letters that don't go together. I think I did in my last video, I did and I actually did this for a customer, and I didn't recognize it because when you're doing flow like this, and it was crystal. I'm sorry, guys, my throat is dry as heck. So it was crystal. So like, I couldn't do that. Okay, because what ended up happening was my C looked like a G. Okay, so now you gotta know how to play stuff, right? And I did it in the video. You can see crystals up here. It looks like a G, right? And I did that with a customer, and it looks like a G right here. It looks like my regular G. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful on stuff. It has to be legible, right? I mean, you can still tell that's crystal, but that's my point, though. So like, you're gonna have to offset stuff, and you're gonna come up with this your own way, you know. So like this will be C, then I will start my R up here, you know. So it's legible. So I drop my C down. And that's his placement. So placement, if you want to be clean like this, you know, mommy, how this is spelled out, you know, you're letting it know. So let's just start over. All right. Let's get all this off. You guys are just gonna have to understand where to place stuff at, guys. Okay. So that's key. That's key. It's placement, okay? Get some more paper towels. All right. So let's just take that to another level, right? Let's do the same thing. I'll just do my last name because I love my M's now, right? So I'll do this in two ways, right? This is the clean version. And what I mean by clean version, it just flows nicely. It's all in one line, right? It's all right there. But if I wanted to get crazy with it, you know, so I might make the M a little bit bigger, right? So it sets it off. I'm just setting the name off, man. It's just all about placement, man. That's all this is. If you wanted this to flow just how in one flow like this with no breakups, then you would do it like this. But if you want to do a bigger capital letter, do a bigger capital letter, man. I mean, even the K's, you know, like I always go with the K's because you could get crazy with the K's. And that's embellishing right there. Your letters, this is what you're going to find out later. You know, if I did Katie over here, real simple, and you're keeping it simple, just keep it simple, right? But if you want to embellish that, embellish it. If you want to embellish this K, embellish it, man. Just put some more flourish to it, put some more kick to it, you know what I'm saying? You're going to figure that out later. What I would start with, guys, if you guys are upcoming doing this stuff, and you're still practicing on your lettering, just keep it simple, man. I mean, just really just keep it simple, okay? That's the main point in all this, guys, is about that, okay? Sorry, I was using this for something else. I know this is like, this is just 101, man. Lettering, continuing to practice. These are all just drills. What I would end up doing is just throwing a bunch of names in. Just think of names all over the place and start putting them down and learning your style. You want to keep it simple. Do a regular capital M or A, Amber. Can't even do that. And again, this is not beautiful, guys. This is just getting to the point of simplistic lettering style, okay? Just, and then you getting better at it, and then you creating your own stuff, right? So, and again, like I was saying earlier about, you know, even the J's, I forgot one of the J's, the differences you want to do, you know what I'm saying? So like if I do my regular J's will be like this with a little flourish on it. If I do a cursive J, that's my cursive J. And here's the difference as for names. I'll just do Jason. Real simplistic, right? If I did it over here, cursive, embellish it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So those are your differences. Look how big I did my capital compared to everything else. I'm letting it know that that's my capital. Try to not do it all, and you could have them all the same size, but it just doesn't look right, man. This is going to set your name off. This is what's going to set your style off, right? And your flourishes come in later. So like, even like what I mean by flourishes, like this N here, you know, if I did Jason, flourish it out. You're going to get those kicks out, man. You're going to learn those kicks. Like the K I was doing earlier. You know, kick it out. You're going to start learning that stuff, man. Do another layer. And then there's the G. You know, you got to be careful with your G. You know, because you got capital. Oh, capital G. That's so ugly. Boom. A regular G with a little flourish on the end to make it look cursive, right? But then you got your capital G. You know what I'm saying? So if I were to put a name right here, Greg, you know what I mean? So you have to let your that first letter, man, you gotta set it off, man. You gotta set it up properly. So there's letters that are gonna continue with flow, and then there's gonna be some letters that you're gonna have to set off. Just set it off a little bit, either higher or lower, or even in the middle. It just depends where you're at. All right. So that's about it on that, guys. You know what I mean? Practice, practice, practice. Don't waste your money on. And of course, I don't have no more. Don't waste your money on pattern boards and practicing lettering like that. Unless I do my pattern boards straight up for designs on those videos. I just did them on the videos. I don't know why I just did them. But, you know, just start throwing names out, guys, and getting your groove. You know what I mean? Get that thick to thin. Set your chaos. This is simplistic right here, man. This is just real basic. You know what I mean? Keep it simple at first, okay? If I want to get crazy with this Kimberly name here, then throw some flourishes in there, I would make it bigger. That's a flourish right there. And what I wanted to say from earlier, this is the tip, man. You know what I mean? You got to be careful with these flourishes, man. They call them scrolls too. You know what I mean? When that's another word for it. When people throw scrolls in there, I'm not that great at that stuff, man. But I'm still working on it. You got to work on that stuff to be great, right? Because I watch a lot of Jamie Rodriguez videos for inspiration, guys. I think he's the best. I don't think there's any best out there. I just think he's the best at what he does, right? And his style, his lettering, he's the best, man. You know, you can't beat that. You can't beat Jamie Rodriguez on his style, man. You know what I mean? So I could go on and on with this video, guys, about this stuff, man, because there's so much more you could do to improve on your lettering, but just keep it basic. Keep it real basic, guys, and you're going to go a long way with this stuff, man. You're going to start really understanding how this works and getting more, what do you call it, man? Just more confident. You want confidence, man, and to put out your stuff and comfortable, right? You want to be able to put this name right here on a t-shirt or something, man, and be confident that this customer is going to love this, man. You know what I mean? So that's what it's all about. Then you start doing hats. You know what I'm saying? Getting on hats. I got to represent, man. You know what I mean? So represent my hat, my name, and go from there. But anyways, it's going from, I'm all over the fucking place, guys. I'm all over all the place. But from what I was saying earlier on the flourishes, on the scrolls and stuff like that, guys, be careful when you're doing stuff like that, man, because if you don't make that flourish thin or light, it can mess up your whole design, man. You know what I mean? Like if I want to throw a flourish off here, you know, a little ones here, you can, but you want them to kind of like be in the background. You know what I mean? They're there, they're noticeable, but they're not overpowering. So that's one thing you have to understand about flourishes and putting scrolls in, man. You know, a lot of people don't understand that. You know, at first I didn't understand that. If I were to put a flourish in here like this and I went deep, you see how that just throws that off? It looks like crap. All right, so keep it simple for now, guys. I know I'm repeating myself, and this video is getting really long because I could talk about this stuff all day long. You know what I mean? But I'm here to build you guys up, keep this alive, get you guys better at this. Like I said, just start throwing names out, man. Just start throwing names out. Start understanding if you want to do a cursive style, capital letter, first letter, or do you want to do a basic letter? You know what I mean? Even like I was saying earlier, you know, some people even just they don't even do, they do a mixture of print. And that's what they do here. They do a mixture of cursive and print together. You know what I mean? Like if I was going to do Amazon, right? They would throw the Z, put the Z in there where it's legible, and they won't do the cursive Z. I like the cursive Z. I'm gonna stick with my cursive, but sometimes I might do that. I might do that. They'll do that with an S. They'll do that with an S too. You know what I mean? Instead of so it's just a mixture. It's a style, right? Like Jason, you continue with, put that print there and you continue with cursive. So many variables, guys. So many variables. So many things you could do with this. Just remember to keep your head in the game, dude. Don't give up on this stuff. You continue practicing that letter M, the L, all that good stuff, man. It's going to better your control. It's going to build your confidence, man. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about, man. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video from here, guys. You know, there's not much more to continue on this. You know, there's so many other flourishes and so many points that you could make these lettering styles just sick with it, man. It's just make it sick. You know, but you're going to put your own flip on this stuff, man. But the key thing to this exercise here, guys, is just, it's a warm-up. It's a warm-up, and it's just something I do every single day. All right, guys. To all you guys that are subscribed to my videos, man, and liking my videos, sharing my videos, man, I see that stuff, guys, so that I really do appreciate that. That's much love there, guys. You know, I'm just trying to push the airbrushing out, man, and keep it going, man. Keep it alive. And this is for upcoming artists, man. You know what I'm saying? Get in there. It's something. It's meditating, guys. You know, it's something about hearing that air, putting this airbrush in my hand, and just going to town on whatever I'm doing. You know, if it's custom art, it's custom art. If it's lettering, it's lettering. It doesn't matter. Just understanding how this thing works. It's meditating to me. It puts me in my happy place. Puts me in my happy place, and this is where I love to be, man. So, you know, you guys just keep it going. And again, I appreciate you guys. This is end it there, guys. My name is Jason. This is SIC-MADE Airbrushing. I hope you guys learned something, got something out of this, man. Don't forget to subscribe, guys, and like, and continue doing what you're doing for me, man. I really do appreciate it. All right? You guys take care out there, man. All right? Peace out.